Oh, welcome to another edition of It's the live sale. Are you excited to go to work, Figster? Are you? Who's an excitable dog? Who's an excitable little pony?
Go on.
Come, let's go to work. Let's go to work. Let's go to work. Woohoo! It's another live sale day. Woo! Hello, welcome to the edition of our little sale where we show you where Audrey and Nick are as they land and get into Madagascar. Yeah, the shopping spree has started. There will be an insert in between one of the trolleys where we show stuff. Okay, show stuff. Just a one note of beta. It's not a normal market that you'll be seeing. It's mostly the first part of it is where Nick and Audrey go to the factories or the lapidary workshops, and then they tell people what they want, and then, well, what happens afterwards is they go to Andy's house. So they're based at a person's house, and all the dealers come to Nick, which is what's happening at the moment. Then, and this thrills me, and with no small amount of trepidation, I'm quietly shitting in my pants. Thursday, we're going to be having a sale recording from Madagascar. Audrey and Nick are laying out 3 tables, 4 tables. I don't know how big the tables are. I don't know the stock. I don't know anything. But we'll figure it out because, hey, we'll figure it out. So that'll be the Thursday sale. Okay, now that I've got that off my chest, I feel a lot better. Thank you for bearing with me. Hello, this is Toprock, Africa's oldest and most reputable pioneers of bringing Africa's minerals and fossils to the world. I'm Francis. That's the metal cat, and my dog's hiding around somewhere looking for a lizard. If this is your first time here, please take the time to read Cara's little short story in the description beneath. It involves all interesting things such as we're in Africa, we ship from Africa, and because we're a wholesaler, we require a minimum order of $500 before, well, anything gets packed and shipped. Other than that, please comment to claim. You just have to comment the flat number. You don't even need to put the B in there, you just go the number, and if you are the first person, happy days, you get the flat. Our prices are based in USD because we'd like to think that everyone understands the language of USD. And yeah, so we charge in rand. That doesn't change. The exchange rate fluctuates, which is why you might think that things are slightly more expensive because what's the rand to the dollar at the moment, Cara?
16.33.
What? 16.33. Okay. That Iranian affair, that thing that's going on up there in the Middle East has obviously benefited the dollar dramatically. It's been hovering around 16 rand to the dollar for, well, best part of 6 weeks. So a 30-cent jump. I suppose warfare is good for business. It's also good for buying rocks if you're in America. What I've heard from and this is not highly reputable, is that some of our shipments to the US, since Trump's little tariff tantrum has been declared illegal, some of the stuff that's been shipped lately, and I mean within the past week, has only been charged 10%. So there is maybe a window of opportunity for you Americans. Doesn't change much though, it was just on South Africans, so please gorge yourselves on Book and Notebook. 15%. 15%?
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, the murmurs have been 15%, but yeah, Renata's mentioned 10s, and most likely 15s, and there's all kinds of things involved, including the moods of customs officials. They are the banes of our existence. I think we need to make a meme about that. Okay, I'm banging on far too long. We've got a big insert about Madagascar, and I need to get busy with selling some rocks. Yeah. Righto, on to the first trolley. We're greeted by some absolutely hot totty, beautiful Swazi dragon bloodstone double terminated crystals. Those are the ones that include red jasper. In amongst the nice greenish shirt, it's a lot of pyrite on most of these. There are 6 in this flat for, well, obvious reasons. Someone had to fill the 6 spaces in the flat. Clever, eh? Lots of nice red. I know that specifically is rather fetching. And then these patterns are beautiful. Likewise, also a lot of pyrite specks in there. These 6 little Swazi Bloodstone double terminated crystals, they are all rated as A grade. They weigh 1.47 kilograms. They're going to cost $71. This is flat 865. Then on to some, yes, we haven't seen this for a while. It came up in a, well, order. Someone didn't pay in time. Yeah, that's what happens. We take your goodies. That's right, we are cruel like that. But on the flip side, now we get to actually sell it to somebody who's going to pay. That beautiful mica in the middle of the, well, mica lepidolite gives it a lovely silvery sheen. Hence a silver leaf lepidolite. This is actually Zimbabwean lepidolite. Doesn't state where, but I'm guessing it'll be on the east. There's a big LCT corridor. That's lithium, cesium, and what's the T stand for again? Toran. I'll think of it just now. But yeah, that corridor of lithium reaches over into Malawi and then crosses into Madagascar. That's a lot of lithium there, and it's the manganese that gives it the beautiful purple color, weighing 1.285 kilograms. These 2 standing freeforms are going to cost $35. It's flat 501. On to 2 standing, well, we were just talking about Malawi, and here's some Malawian blue lace agate, 2 standing freeforms. That's a lovely vug with some beautiful druzy on the inside. And another one where the vug faces the sky. Down deep in the depths of that vug, you can almost, not quite with a camera, make out some dogtooth calcite. That's always nice. It's a beautiful little standing freeform with a wide open, what would you call that? It just is wide open to the sky. I'm sure there's meanings behind that. 2 small standing freeforms. They weigh all of 850 grams. They're rated as A grade. They are $44. This is flat 412. On to some Kalkefelt shiny polish. This is Shutterkite from Namibia, complete with quite the large amount of hematite in there. You can see the chrysocolla, the Shutterkite, and the malachite, all the copper sulfides hanging out in one little groovy party. It's actually quite a nice polish. Namibians aren't known for their polishing. Geez, is that's just a whole lot of hematite. That's funky. Likewise here, seems like the host rock was out to outdress everyone inside, but that is absolutely stunning. Chrysocolla, Shutterkite, and malachite in amidst the shiny. See, that red post rock is a bit more what we used to. Still, there's a lot more malachite in there. And then quartz, chrysocolla, and Shutterkite. This is a fabulous little flat. Oh, geez. Oh, no. This is absolutely unusual. So much hematite. I'm surprised this is not a flat of hematite with a little side portion of Shutterkite and chrysocolla. Because really, that's quite superb. Weighing 1.16 kilograms. They're rated as A grade. They're going to cost $57. Wicked little flat. This flat 947. Then on to some Lesotho dogtooth calcite. These are brilliant if you like fluorescence, or if you like a bit of sparkly, or if you like scalenohedral crystals. Lesotho, of course, is a country of, well, it's the lowest country in the world, meaning that its lowest boundary is the highest everywhere. It snows a lot, it's cold, which makes for very sedate, controllable temperatures where crystals get to form properly. But because it's cold and snow melts, that water tends to decimate the calcite, which is why we get these little skeletals. See, that's going to degrade, and that's starting to degrade. Wow, in a few million years. This is a very nice flat. I'm going to show you how they fluoresce, simply because I can't assume everyone has seen it, and because I like to look at it myself. There we go. Manganese in the calcite, and what we get is a violent, beautiful hue of red fluorescence from the Lesotho calcite. They are wicked good. 6 absolutely gorgeous, well, and reasonably large as well. Scalenihedral calcites from Lesotho. They weigh 1.38 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. They're going to cost $78. This is flat 477. Happy days. Next up, from Erongo, Namibia, is a beautiful flat of, wow, not quite all sorts, but there's smoky quartz. That's the one thing we've got in common. And then quite the bit of foytite. And the foytite, as you can see, has crept in to the quartz lattice, giving it a kind of gunmetal blue shade. That is rather pretty. But if you think that's pretty, check out this little fella. That beautiful fibrous foytite, giving it a nice velvety gunmetal blue sheen. It's quite the rarity. We've been lucky. There's a couple of deposits that still are producing. For how long? Who knows? But for now, we've got a couple, and this is one of them. Beautiful smoky quartz as well. Lovely transparency. Giving way to those beautiful sheens. And then an odd one. It is a smoky nipple on top of a quartz cluster with black tourmaline inclusions. That's very nice. Now, you know, I know it. This is from Erongo, and if it's from Erongo, chances are there's highlight opal. There we go. 3 Erongo crystals walk into a bar. You can only hope the bartender has a little bit of a UV torch. And there we go. There's that highlight opal on the heavy foytite cluster. Probably more on the back. Not so much, actually. Just a little bit on the side. Ooh. Colour me surprised. Not much happening there. Back to the nipple quartz. Oh, a little bit of excitement on the tip. Nice. Ooh, what's that red? I don't know if that is something. I don't think so. Possibly just a little bit of iron. So it turns out the bartender wasn't a fluorescent torch, and happy days, all 3 of these guys got home safely, weighing all of 1.26 kilograms, rated as very good to A grade. They're going to cost all of $79. This is flat number 510. Onto some petrified wood standing freeforms. These are the iron-rich Malagasy versions. It's a beautiful polish. Very nice as well. That is no drama. That's just natural. Nice patterns, nice bit of quartz there as well. Yeah, these are very, very nice. In fact, I'd say probably worst case scenario, very good, but mostly A grade. They weigh all of 1.805 kilograms, and they are in fact all A grade. This is flat. Well, $58 for flat, $597. On to a flat of chaos. This is Zomba at its best. Mostly it's orthoclase with smoky quartz. This one specifically is quite the amount of arfesonite with the orthoclase. But azurine, oh man, there are 38 little specimens in this flat of varying degrees of chaotic African East Rift drama. The Zomba Plateau, mostly alkaline, does lend itself to, well, the pulses and breaths of the earth. Also the wobblies. Here's this little box here has got all weird quartz in it. You can see that is a very flat little tabby quartz, a little smoky at the ends. Orthoclase around the sides. Much of Zomba has got quite a large amount of manganese as well. So all this, or most of this orthoclase, should be glowing bright red. There's a beautiful azurine crystal. You can see that lovely classic azurine termination. What else is going on here? So we are, in fact, going to be looking for a little bit of zircon, because zircon does light up delightfully beneath the midwave. And I reckon there might be one or two in here for the collectors, for those enthusiasts of small, dainty, intricate little memories of East African drama. Geological fun and playground kind of stuff. And all the smokies are absolutely gorgeous. Let's go check this out. Maybe there's a bit of zircon in there. Righto, I'm not taking all 38 out to the flat. What I am going to do is I'm going to... Okay, you can see the manganese in the orthoclase. What we're looking for... Alright, just to illustrate, the white background doesn't help much for fluorescence. Take it out to there, and there you go. That's the fluorescence without the white background. It's pretty darn fine. But nonetheless, zircon should be glowing a nice, excitable yellow-orange. Sometimes if it has thorium in it, it goes green. No, not seeing much. Oh, yeah, well, okay, there's one. Oh, hang on. Where are you? Shitbird. That's nice. Other than that one, there's not too much zircon to write home about. Maybe there. No, that's not it. Righto. It is a gorgeous flat of 38 little reminders of what the earth pulses like over millions and millions and billions of years. 1.106 kilograms. This flat of 38 is going to cost $37. It is flat number 502. Very nice. Oh, look at the clarity of that, man. That is beautiful. Anyway, moving swiftly on to some petrified wood spheres. These look like they're from Gokwe. It's got more of the nickel green in it. But Zimbabwe is not known to make spheres, or Gary can, but it doesn't happen often. I just want to check here where it's from. Oh, it is Gokwe indeed. So Gary did make these. Good on you, Gary. Petrified Zimbabwean wood spheres. I've recently asked him to do a little bit more investigation into Gokwe, because Gokwe is not only known for petrified wood. To the northeast especially, there's a couple of copper deposits and old mines hopefully he gets the time to go play around and find some goodies. 1.19 kilograms. These are rated very good to A grade. They are going to cost $38. That is very affordable for some spheres in the middle of Africa. Flat 125. On to, look at the limonite. This is Zambian from Solwezi, a proper golden limonite. And I tell you what, there are some veils in here that might want to make you rue the fact that you shipped so soon or so shortly ago. Look at those veils, some hematite in there. Nice deep dark red hematoid inclusions as well. Look at that, that is gorgeous. I'm going to have to take a photo of those, but let me show you the other one because there's two specimens in this flat. There's the old limonite sandwich. Very nice, not much going on the back there. Let me show you a couple of these, if only for myself. Superb flat of limonite from Zambia. They weigh 1.81 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. They are going to cost $46. This little golden flat of Golden Delight is flat 512. Next up, a little bit more of a iron staining. It's cornelian, 4 standing freeforms from Madagascar. There's an interesting vug with very little in it. Bit of a lighter one. I'm starting to think this is a good to very good flat of cornelian. 1.43 kilograms. They are very good only. The 4 are going to cost $48. This is flat 462. On to some, the recent batch of rubellite has been exceptional. That is some seriously gorgeous manganese heavy, not only tourmaline, but also manganese heavy mica lepidolite. Look at that. That is a nice, deep, dark, grapey flavor of mica lepidolite. And then the beautiful, nicely saturated pig tourmaline. There's some quartz in the mix as well, and I don't know if the camera catches this, but more often than not the schist has some blue in it as well. That is trace elements, well, less than just trace. There's quite a bit of iron in the schist as well. Geologically very interesting to look at these because the iron and the manganese are perpetually fighting each other for space on the color radar. The more iron, the less saturated the reds are, as well as the purples. This particular little specimen, I think the manganese is holding up rather well. These two beautiful specimens weigh 1.37 kilograms, rated very good to A grade, $35 only. It's flat 503. Next up, also from very close. I mean, this is from Karibib. This is also from Karibib. We've got 20 rough cobbed aquamarine and black tourmaline specimens. Not by any means a Cara almost said that they're from Spitzkoppen, but they're not. Spitzkoppen, topaz, calcite, desert, alluvials, bees hungering for water, hanging on your lips. It's a hard, tough place. There are 20 of these hand-picked, and I mean I picked them, specifically trying to catch the hexagonal shapes in amidst the nice contrasting black tourmaline. Nice, it's very aesthetically pleasing crystal, this. That's nice and gemmy. But I tell you what, if you are going to make a little bit more money, I reckon these are all polished absolutely beautifully. They weigh 1.1 1 kilograms, rated as good grade. They're going to cost all of $53. That's for 20 hand-picked little cobbed aquamarine pieces. It's flat 514. On to some... hang on. I'm going to come back to this. 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. I can tell Cora's burning with a question.
No, I have no questions.
I do. So, the burning question Tetsia asked in the last sale was, why on earth do people, well, not only carve and polish, but buy mushrooms? Well, quite obviously, mushrooms are aesthetically pleasing, and Cara insists that they are cutie, patootie. However, being mushrooms, they grow very fast. So, in some ways, they would represent fast growth, I suppose, regeneration, assisting change, and they also help to plug things up. They're very nice. They're very useful. These polychrome mushrooms are rather aesthetically pleasing too. Ooh, look, a little bit of dragon scale. Nice.
What does polychrome jasper help with, Francis?
Polychrome jasper helps blend your many different personalities into one mushroom. So, in other words, I would recommend you hold on to one of these so that all your personalities can mingle.
You know what I would have said?
No, tell me.
Creativity.
Okay. There we go. It's the mushroom of creativity. Writing a book and holding one in your other hand, that is going to make a big difference. Happy days. Now, for practical purposes, I'm looking for tips on the little libs. There's just a little bit there. But for the larger part of it, they're very tidy. No dramas. Unless they're creative dramas. In which case, you should have a mushroom on standby. And I imagine these would be very patient. They'll wait for the dramas. Enough said about mushrooms. These weigh all of 1.24 kilograms. Were rated as very good to A grade. They're going to cost $53. A mushroom for every working day of the week for at least, well, half the month. Flat 535. Next up, Cara found a flat of truly amazing Sharetsi. There's 35 of these little fellas, and she makes little X's everywhere she finds an anhydro. So far I count 2 X's, 3 X's, 3 X's, but they are beautiful. Classic skeletal, smoky. Oh, let's just zoom into this. Beautiful Shangan smoky amethyst. There is the scepter of all scepters. If you're a small person, obviously you get bigger scepters, but those cost like an arm and a leg, which is fine if you have more than one arm and one leg. Happy days. Where's the anhydro? Oh, there it is. It's a veil. Or maybe that's not it. I'm not going to spend all day there. They are gorgeous. They are beautiful. There's another scepter. Okay, so here's another anhydro. Captured by anhydro hunter Cara herself.
Do you want help?
I probably need it. Whether I want it's a different story. Nice clarity.
This one also has an anhydro.
Okay, you.
Most of the time they're very small. So when you kind of, when you're looking for them, you're like,
make your eyes small.
You have to look in the places that you don't expect. There it is. Can you see it? It's quite a nice one. It moves a lot.
All right, we got one heavy mover in hydro in there. I can't quite see it.
There it is.
Okay, yeah, I see a specky there. Oh, yeah, hey, we got a winner. Right, moving on to the other 15 of them. Are we going to go this? No, we're not.
No,
this is
but I found another one while you were talking. So.
It's because I'm talking so much.
Yes.
Okay, I'll move on. 310 grams worth of very good to A grade, lekker, yummy, delicious, anhydro ridden Sharesi Shangaan Amethyst. This is $35 for flat 206. Moving swiftly on to some Laputu. Hey, Cora, what are you doing? Oh, nothing.
I'm putting the pen on you.
Put the pen on me. Right, here we go. Laputu, famous for hemimorphite, zinc and lead, happy days, but also quite a lot of copper, which, add cobalt, which explains for that pinky dolomite, which you can't see. There's kaolinite, though. You can see the dolomite coloration pink at the bottom. Here we got druzy covering up a lot of malachite. Also, pinkish hues are the evidence of cobalt. The druzy is very nice. This druzy here is beautiful. That's sparkly with the cobalt and the malachite hanging out for the proverbial Congolese cocktail. Hey, every time I say Congolese cocktail, you gotta take a drink. Congolese cocktail. Anyway, there we go. 6 specimens, beautifully covered in druzy with subtle hints of pink and green, reminding us of what a cool place Congo could be for a fair. Or a Mardi Gras for that matter. 1.22 kilograms, rated as very good to A grade. These 6 are going to cost $56. This is flat number 123. Next up, a smashing flat of black tourmaline. It is the lustrous kind that shines, and that has the classic Mercedes-Benz termination. These 12, this one comes with a bit of feldspar. Feldspar, it's quite a biggie one. There's a nice termination. That is shiny, very shiny. There we go. Highlight opal should be on here as well. Hey, tell you what, there's a little subtle hints of blue, which could be most likely foytite. There's a Italian scientist said that every Namibian black tourmaline shell crystal has pretty much black tourmaline, yes, but also foytite and rosiorite. But yeah, you can definitively see little blue colorations there. Let's check out the highlight opal. All right. Oh, off the bat, we got a winner straight away. There's a nice bulk amount, a wholesale amount of highlight opal, a little speck and a little speck and a little bit more. Yes, that's 2 with a nice abundance of shiny green. Here's a bit more. Yeah, 3 and a couple of specks. There might be more. Oh, maybe you should turn them around, Francis, because that's kind of cool. What is that orange, mate? Just a feldspar. Or is it? Yes, it is. Very nice. 4. Oh, now I feel tempted. I have to turn them all around, but there's no time. Okay, it's still a winner. 4 beaut. There's more. Okay. No, it was just a reflection. Calm down. An idyllic, nice, lustry flat of 12 black tourmalines, with 4 with a nice abundance of highlight opal. They weigh 1.801 kilograms, quite heavy for tourmaline. They are going to cost $70. This is flat number 509. Then on to some Bukunatuk. It is the variation where lilac has escaped the room and has gone elsewhere. 70 little whitish crystals with a nice healthy amount of limonite. Let me just do a little zoomy out thing. Oh, what is that? That's just a little bit of quartz with limonite. Nice small crystals around the planes, which is why they glitter like fairy quartz. This is probably the most lilac of the bunch. Pretty small little crystals, generally quite tidy. I imagine they'd be very good to A grade. They weigh 1.03 kilograms. They cost $59. This is flat 347. Onto some more petrified wood. Heart this time. Here's a nice smallish iron heavy heart. The Malagasy certainly do know how to polish. Making no mistakes with this one. Nice little bit of shiny sparkly quartz. Weigh 1.67 kilograms. These are rated as both as A grade. They're going to cost $51. It is flat 269. Next up, centre of the trolley, we going, Crow Chow Sydney. It is Tolerite from Torashanga. It is a single, reasonably large, polished freeform. There's some beautiful patterns there. I suppose the patterns almost denote it to become an agate, but not quite. The patterns are not time rings, and the supergene fluid growth of the Chow Sydney. It's a bit of quartz mostly there, clear quartz. It's a beauty. That's obviously the bottom, but that is a beautiful large chrome Chow Sydney Tolerite specimen. It weighs all of, I don't know what it weighs, but it costs $79. It is flat 234. Oh, hang on, I do know what it weighs. It weighs 1.9 kilos. There we go. Next up, all right, now let's see who paid attention in class last. The last sale. Banded tiger iron. Cara, good for grounding. Oh, no, she wasn't paying attention. Nice slimming lines of hematite running all the way down. I'm thinking this is it's a beautifully shaped tower, nice and slender, reasonably broad base, makes for stability. The tip is intact, no major dramas, no cracks, no scratches, still just a very good, mostly very good to A grade little point, weighing 1.1 kilograms. It's going to cost $42. It is flat 516. Then next up is a reasonably lovely, and I mean reasonably, I wanted to say reasonably big, but it is a kind of a medium-sized single slice of petrified wood from Madagascar. There is filler down here. Obviously filler over there as well on the other side. It doesn't look like it was broken. It just looks like it. No. Filler. It was broken. Somebody dropped this and somebody fixed it. It's a good fixed job. Polished on both sides. Still have a really pretty and a very nice size as well. Slice of petrified wood. Only $50 for 1.63 kilograms of very good to A grade. It's flat 761. On to Toprock fairy quartz, but the larger window variety where the light plays tricks on you, making the tips of these crystals darker depending on which way you kneel or you look at the crystal. It's a beautiful flat plate, not too much matrix at all, no damages either. It's 2.6 kilograms. I'm just having a look, see, no damages. It's a very tidy, it's a very nice cluster, this from Toprock. Rated very good to A grade. It's going to cost $136, flat 504. Then on to the I wonder what it is mineral specimen of the day. Well, for obvious reasons, we can go and safely say that's black tourmaline. That's very nice black tourmaline. Down there is a couple of very nice sprays of black tourmaline. And then obviously a sea of smoky quartz. just off the cuff, there'll be highlight opal for days and days. I know because I checked. However, this is a specimen of two stories. This is but one side of the story. If we flip it over, right, it might not look like much, but I tell you what, fluorite, green cubic fluorite, for days and days and days, and highlight opal. But what really got me going was this bright orange mineral. Right, so I looked at this mineral, and let me take a few photos and just show you what it is, because my thoughts went all over the show, to be honest. So my first thought when I saw these little crystals was, oh right, you could only be some iron oxidized feldspar. But then I rethought it, because that is a vivid kind of orange, and it has faces and it has structure unlike feldspar. Then I went, you know what, I think we struck it. Happy days. That's wolfenite. And I did a happy dance. But then I changed my mind and I went, okay, no, that can't be. It's probably mimetite. And I checked the fluorescence and it didn't fluoresce, which is fine because mimetite doesn't fluoresce. Right, so here's one side of the story, and one side of the story really does tell a tale of green highlight opal. What else does it tell? Well, not very much. There's quite a little blue, but look, it's an absolute city of highlight opal, and the other side is a city of fluorite. Here's the highlight opal, but look at, it's basically almost just a fluorite matrix. That is stunning. But nothing else. No other dramas or fluorescing minerals. So then what is this strange and rather attractive orange mineral? I think I'm just going to settle for orange mica, in the same way that lepidolite is purple. It's a mystery still. It weighs all of 9.11 kilograms. Rated as good to very good. It's going to cost a paltry $224. This is flat 517. Second trolley, here we go. Hello, rubellite. That is pink tourmaline with nice purple lepidolite in the schist. And it's a nice deep pink. And when it's not deep pink, you may as well know that there's iron at play. And that would explain why there's little tendrils of blue in there as well. It's a beautiful flat of shiny lepidolite and deep pinks. That's a nice little crystal there. And on top of the schist rests a beautiful pink tourmaline. Slight translucency, very nice. Grape flavour lepidolite. And sometimes the lepidolite mica flakes are quite small. I think there's another flat later on, I'll show you. These 12 weigh all of 1.461 kilograms, rated very good to A. They're going to cost $39. It is flat 518. Up next, 12 very shiny, elegant black basalt balls. Grounding. basalt, evidence of volcanoes, mostly found in the ocean. However, they do occasionally venture, and I do mean the volcanoes do venture onto the continents, such as, well, Madagascar in this case. They weigh 1.99 kilograms, rated as very good to A grade, shiny and elegant, $54. This is flat 530. Onto a very hot toddy flat. This is beautiful. Okay, so where shall we start? Geez, where shall we start? Let's start with Mr. Highlight Opal. That is a lot of jelly. I don't want to say gemmy, but that's Highlight Opal at its finest. Look at that. That is epic. And this was probably the underside of it, because the other side has got really nice dark smoky quartz, which makes a lot of sense, because Highlight Opal is essentially, well, a large part of it is uranium, and that radiation will creep in to the quartz, giving it that dark smokiness. And you know what? There's tourmaline. So in amidst the smoky quartz, the tourmaline has crept in for company. That is a spectacular specimen. Likewise, maybe not as spectacular as this other Highlight Opal specimen. It's a thin little fella. Ooh, that looks like tourmaline used to live in there. And then this little fella from the Brandberg, man. It's a beautiful, well, two beautiful little prehnite clusters nestled in amongst some Brandberg calcite. I'll tell you what, just to balance things. Oh, hello, is that chlorite as well? Right there on top of all the calcite. Chlorite or epidote or duftite? Ooh, I struggle with those. Let's take a photo. I don't think it's duftite, so epidote or chlorite. You tell me, guys, what you think. But let me show you how these fluoresce. Right, without a shadow of doubt, the Highlight Opal. Geez, I'm going to just shine close to it because it's that violent. Look at that. That is beautiful. I'm going to turn this one over to the smoky side of life, and not much happening there except for those blues. I'm seeing lots of that blue from Lorongo. Likewise, let's turn this around. Oh, it's got highlight. It's basically just Highlight Opal, man. That's gorgeous. And then in the flat as well, there's beautiful manganese heavy calcite with a prehnite. Yummy. An awesome flat, possibly even the flat of the day. Weighing all of 880 grams. These three are going to cost $48. This is flat number 521. Happy days. Onto some, some smoky and some clear quartz. And the interesting thing is, they're from Zimbabwe. Not often we get Zimbabwe clear quartz, natural. They are reasonably, well, that one's chipped, this one's chipped, at least it's not chipped on the tip. But if you're looking for a natural clear quartz or smoky quartz crystal, then this flat is going to make you very happy. Little hints of iron there as well. Okay, this one's been partly polished at the base, at least. I don't think the tip seems, no, this has been polished. Oh, which makes me think, have all of them been polished? That's been rounded off. That's got a tip there. Yeah, most of them have been polished at the bottom, so I suppose it's not on towards to assume that they The windows have been polished as well. That is a very nice shade of smoky orange. Interesting flat. Partly polished Zimbabwean quartz. Weighing 1.92 kilograms, rated good to very good. They're going to cost $47. This is flat number 150. Onto different type of quartz. This is Brandberg, and it has some beautiful black tourmaline, and that has not been polished. And look at that gorgeous little veil of smokiness. Vermiculite embedded in the planes along with some black tourmaline. That's very nice. Likewise. Oh, that's rather fetching. Look at that. Look at that. A little bit of a ball of chlorite, baby. Interesting. This one's covered in highlight opal. Brandberg is also one of the few places that has been brought into existence by an alkaline outcrop. So just like Zomba, very susceptible to the Earth's moods. Bit of a chip over there, but let's see how many of these have got highlight opal. Right, Brandberg, what have you got? Boom! One Brandberg with a lot of highlight opal. Ooh, highlight opal on the other side of this crystal. Yes, look at that. Shines through. The little fella. It's just got a little bit of speck on there. That's still cool. Likewise, this crystal's got all the goodies on the other side. Here we go. Highlight opal on the windows. Yeah. This one also. Geez, it's a. Is this? Yeah, it's pretty much a 6 out of 6 for the highlight opal gang. Like a fluorescing crystal. Happy days. 6 beautiful Brandbergs covered in highlight opal. They are, well, they're going to cost, oh, where's my ticket gone? Hello ticket, no ticket, little ticket, big ticket, any ticket. $69 for this flat. It's going, well, it's flat 505. Onto some Malagasy hearts. This is banded agate with all kinds of nice intricate designs. Weighing 1 point, oh, that is beautiful. Look at the patterns on this beastie. Light and subtle. A nice elegant heart for your elegant partner. That's beautiful, actually. These two, the bottom are my favorites. That one's whatever. 1.16 kilograms, rated very good. A2 double A grade. Ooh, nice. I reckon that one's the double A one. It's going to cost $40 for the 3. This is flat 235. On to some shiny green copper. It is malachite of the small little crystalline type. Little flakes almost. It's an interesting one. That is a proper example of an oxidation zone. It's an interesting specimen. Well, 3 interesting specimens. Actually not sure. I don't know which mine this comes from. It's no doubt it'll be Congolese. Rated very good to A grade, weighing 1.53 kilograms. It's from Tenkafungarama. These 3 are going to cost $48. This is flat 176. On to some Barberton mineral magic. It is stichtite on serpentine. 3 standing freeforms, and you see that nice magnesium purple, almost metallic-y, fibery mineral in amidst the green mass. You might know this is Atlantisite, first uncovered in Tasmania, that little fog and mist drenched island south of Australia. Oh no, that's not New Zealand, Tasmania. Lol. These 3, they weigh 1.12 kilograms. They are all rated as A grade. They're going to cost $54. It's flat $194. Next up, Malagasy polished points. This little, ooh, that's very nice. That is a lot of window behavior. Bit of limonite, a little bit more iron, and all kinds. Now, I'm surprised Cora hasn't picked up an anhydro in here, because this is exactly the type of environment anhydros like to hang out. Beautiful clarity, lovely veils. It's joined by a polished amethyst. A polished amethyst with 1, 2, 3, 4 terminations. This one is chipped. That tip over there, but very minor. And then a beautiful smoky, also absolutely delicious clarity with beautiful, beautiful veils all over the show. Very nice. They're rated all as A grade. They weigh exactly 1 kilogram. They're going to cost $73. It's flat $149. On to some Bukanotuk. It is, oh, there's 4 clusters of here, in here. Little spirit quartz / fairy quartz. Light on the lilac, heavy on the sparkle. Light on the lilac, heavy on the sparkle, and this one also a bit on the matrix. That's the nicest of the bunch so far. Ooh, no, I take it back. This is also very nice. That's the longest finger. Reasonably large crystals around the planes. Yeah, they're okay. Rated all as A grade. They're going to cost $61. That's for 1.37 kilograms worth of spirit quartz, flat $407. On to some Malagasy, and it's a Mahajanga ammonites. There's some nice electric flashy red opalescence at the top. Nice jigsaw pattern. Tidy polish. More jigsaw. Less open. Oh, no, there we go. There's that shiny. Very tidy. And a slightly larger one. More of the jigsaw. Less of the opalescence. Rated very good to A grade. They weigh 680 grams. They are going to cost $39. Is that right? $39? Yeah. Flat $511. Good one. Next up, polychrome Jasper Flames. We had polychrome mushrooms. So I suppose the burgeoning question now is, what does a flame do? I suppose it's life, passion, burny fingers, slightly smelly clothes. I don't know. Let's see, who can I target? Let me go target Gavin. Hey, Gav. Look at these polychrome Jasper Flame, dude. So can you tell me what is the metaphysical meaning behind the flame? What's the point of this all? You can make it up if you don't know.
Oh, I guess you've got to find the light within there.
You've got to find the light within the polychrome Jasper Flame.
Within yourself.
Within yourself. And then it expresses itself through the flame.
something like that.
Okay, all right.
We don't special.
Gavin hasn't got a clue. That makes two of us. Right. They are, however, rather pretty and rather beautiful. They're not called Picasso Jasper as well for nothing. Weighing all of 1.76 kilograms. They are rated as A grade. $55 for the flames. Flat 544. Next up, Lapidary Aquamarine from Karibib, Namibia. There you go. There's some nice gemmy action over there in the midst of the black tourmaline. 6 of these cobbed aquamarines. Tell you what, when I washed them and they came out of the water, they were absolutely bloody marvelous. Now they're all dry. Weighing 1.11 kilograms. These little promises of lapidary heaven. Well, rated medium to good grade. They're going to cost all of $49. This is flat 522. On to a chloride quartz. You want some garden quartz? Why, yes, there's a lot of it. We also call it Valentine quartz because the fellow that supplies it is, well, guessed it, Mr. Valentine. It is Zimbabwe chloride quartz, and there's a lot of them. And there's a lot of smallies. And I tell you what, I have been through these again and again and again and again. Because, hey, I tell you what, you've not ever had a bag with so many double terminations ever. They are, well, geez, of the hundreds in here, it's basically green double terminated heaven. Rated medium to A grade. They weigh 1.725 kilograms for that bag of green goodness. It is $61 for flat 508. Next up, we go from green to blue. It's blue calcite from the Kleine Spitzkuppen. That's right. Ooh, there's some orange in there. What are you? Just antimony? Or antimony? Or antimony? I don't know. What is it? Antimony? Is it Tanzania or Tanzania? Tanzania? 35. Absolutely exceptionally sky blue calcite rhombohedral crystals. They weigh, what do they weigh? They weigh 2.3 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. They are a whole lot of blue, and that is a nice shade of blue as well. $38 for a lot of sky blue calcite. It's flat 174. On to, look at these. It's a little bit unusual. Lesotho, yes. Did you believe it? Well, if you recognize that scalenohedral dogtooth formation, you would have known automatically. Well, is it exomorphs? This is where the calcite in the inside has been decimated. Or maybe not all of it. But it's unusual to see such large quartz druzy around the skeleton of the calcite. It is beautiful and sparkly. You think fairy quartz is sparkly? Well, look at that. That is beautiful. And it's not the only one. There's two. Very tidy, very sparkly, very scalenohedraly. Let's see if it's very flourishy. I imagine there should be quite a fair amount of calcite remaining in these. And there we go. You can see that they've not entirely been decimated. That's beautiful. Nice manganese-rich calcite. Sometimes there's all kinds of different minerals from Lesotho. A little bit of that white blue mineral. That not quite. Other one. What's going on here? Not much at all. The calcite has left the building along with Elvis. Just the base of Chalcedony. Very nice. Two beautiful quartz clusters from Lesotho. They weigh 1.135 kilograms, rated as very good to A grade. They are going to cost $51. This is flat 519. Next up, we stay to Sharetsi, and even though there's one with a little label that says water it says, and somewhere in there is water. Cora has been here and she found another one. She found, oh, that is a beautiful double termination. Ooh, you are rather attractive. Beautiful translucency. Smoky amethyst. This is Shangan. Go figure. Look at that scepter. Wicked. Cora says there's a hydro in here. I can't see it off the cuff. There's another one here. Okay. And another anhydro. Ooh, with a bit of limonite. Oof, nice smoky veil. Off the cuff, I'm not seeing the anhydro, but I have no doubt it's there. It's most likely actually in the limonite. Every time we do see them, these little limonite pockets. Yeah, I think I'm right. Right there. Maybe not. Unless Cora's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in hydros. This is a smashing flat of Sharetsi, weighing 340 grams. It's gonna cost all of $29. This is flat 772. Lekker. Onto some, it's a flat of orthoclase with azurine and smoky quartz. This is Zomba time. Here we go. That is a beautifully well formed orthoclase crystals, well, crystal cluster with a generous sprinkling of smoky and azurine. Another orthoclase specimen. This time there's a slight sheen of green on the azurine. I suppose that is the evidence of arfesonite. And I wouldn't be surprised if this one had zircon, because it's got the little vague hints of orange crystals. Looks like dirt, but it's not. That's nice. And then the third. Ooh. I hope that was not naturalite. Shit. Because then I screwed it up for everyone. No, it's not. It's dirt. This fella needs to be washed. I am, however, going to check for zircon. We are on the hunt for them. The orthoclase will most certainly. Wow, I say that now, but look at that! Look at that inclusion there, man. Look at that veil. That is spectacular. That's beautiful. A little bit of pink hue there on the orthoclase. Let's see. Righto, zircon. Come on, baby. Here we go. There's a little bit over there. A little bit over there in the pocket. It's the one with a large orthoclase crystal. You can see there's a lot of manganese in Zomba. And then the other one, there we go. There's a bit of zircon at the bottom. There we go. Not too much to write home about. No. The one I said, I rated this and I was right. That's a lovely little cluster. That's beaut. Very nice. Beautiful flats of Zomba. The three weigh 1.185 kilograms, rated very well, good to very good. They're going to cost $38. This is flat 507. Then on to, alright, Namibia Rongo mostly. Fluorite, lots of fluorite. 36 fluorite to be exact, little cubic fellas, all ranging from greens to dark blues and purples. Oh geez, where to start? Most of them have excellent transparency. They are blue, yes, yes please. No major zoning as such. Rated pretty much good to very good only. Oh, that's a beautiful little thumbnail. Look at that, it's so pretty. That's very pretty indeed. Bloody hard to get hold of fluorite these days. Weighing 605 grams, there are 36 little fluorite clusters of various degrees of colours and quality. They're going to cost $32 only. This is flat number 529. On to silky malachite from Kasompi, and it is two beautiful specimens rated as both as A grade. And you can see that gorgeous chatoyancy. Almost arborescent patterning of the silky malachite. That is a beauty. And then the larger of the two. Not as arborescent or chatoyant, but there's nothing going wrong here. It is an impeccable green copper sulfate example of, oh, and there we go. There's the magic. There it is. There it is. A velvety, silky malachite on the insides there. Likewise, little sprays. Oh man, that is delicious. Very nice. You can see why that's two A grade specimens weighing 1.25 kilograms. They're going to cost $61 for 1.25. Yeah, good deal. Flat 264. Onto a rough-cobbed stichtite specimen. That is the stichtite on serpentine. And it's a lot of stichtite. $2.14 kilograms worth of stichtite and serpentine from Barberton in the Lowveld, capital of the Green Belt here in South Africa. That's a beauty. It is rated as A grade. They're going to cost $38. That's for 2.14 kilograms worth of lapidary stichtite, flat 589. Then a dark, let's see what actual color. Oh, there is some nice zoning here. Let's get the sun going. There's a Narongo fluorite specimen. Let's see some zoning in the large crystal of indeterminate color. It's dark fluorite, but I think all of it mostly is fluorite. It's just a big chunk of fluorite with some absolutely gorgeous cubic formations at one end. But I can hear you asking, does it fluoresce? Well, there's only one way to find out. And does it? Well, yes it does. And there we go. And that's the cubic formation side. If we turn it around to that rough side, you can see what I meant by it's just a large piece of fluorite that does fluoresce. all round. Cool. This excitable little bit of Namibian fluorite weighs all of 1.16 kilograms. It's going to set you back all of $30. This is flat 527. Onto a grade to double A grade purple flash labradorite standing freeform. Let's get that in the sun to show you how much of it really is. Little golden edges, that is superb. The proverbial Mona Lisa. The other side, not expecting much from the back end, but yes, no, there it is. There's that purple, sunset purple flash. Hey. This fella here weighs all of 2.97 kilograms. It's going to cost $96. This is flat 177. Then, golden limonite. Yes, it's a one golden limonite, 2.16 kilograms worth of proper gold. And then, like ever, I'm always looking for the hematite veils, and in this one we find them. And we don't find one, but we find a few. Also helps that there's a little bit of juicy on the quartz as well. But that is an absolutely wicked. Cheers, Toms. Keep it tidy. That is a stunning limonite. Let's take a few photos of these hematite veils. It's an absolute golden winner. Weighed 2.16 kilograms, very good to A grade, $55. It is flat 531. Then the last one is it's a Malagasy quartz cluster of ill repute mostly, but it's so ugly it's still absolutely gorgeous. Got nice decent iron staining on it, a couple of broken tips and chips. It's an absolute cacophony of acicular behavior, weighing all of 7.51 kilograms, rated good grade, or medium to good grade. It's going to set you back, well, $141. That's not too bad for 7+ kilos worth of Malagasy quartz. In fact, it's not too bad at all. This is flat 527. Third trolley, here we go. Earlier I did mention the smaller little mica flakes of lepidolite, and this is that flat. There we go, the beautiful pink tourmaline, that's heavy on the manganese, adding up to the purple coloration of the lepidolite as well. There are 5 specimens in this flat. Look at that, isn't that pretty? Yes, Fig. What's wrong? Have you got a cat sleeping in your bed? What's going on here? No, it's not. Hello, Stevie. Oh, that's all right. Go on, get Stevie to do something, Fig. 5 glittery purple, pink and schist rubellite and lepidolite specimens weighing 1.215 kilograms, going to cost $33. This is flat 533. On to some dioptase from the Congo. We've got 12 specimens here. They are rated good, very good to A grade. And just off the cuff, that is very much A grade-y. Little bit of a malachite pseudomorph. It's a malachite after azurite, covering the dioptase. That is a stunning crystal. No scuffs either. Nice. More of that beautiful malachite. That's all right. It's probably very good. Still no scuff marks. That's the one thing that's my pretty bugbear for diopters. Nice chrysocolla on some of these. There's a vug with a beautiful gemmy green dioptase inside. There's a bit of scuffing. But still, man, that's a beautiful crystal there. This is the runt of the litter, no doubtski aboutski. Ooh, that's nice. It's possibly too much malachite on these, that's the biggest problem. Nice problem to have. These 12, they weigh 420 grams. They're going to cost, really, $117. That's almost unbelievable. This is a very winny. That's flat 26. If you're after some dioptase, mate, that price there for this quality, happy days. On to red hematoid from Karoi in Zimbabwe. And just off the cuff, these look absolutely exquisite. That's a beautiful clarity, lovely white veils. The darker one. No, they aren't broken. Well, they did break a few million years ago, which explains why there's been some regrowth. Man, that is a stunning little cluster. And this is a funny one. But look at the veils. Wait, I don't know how to... Look at that. Look at that. Dreamy clouds. That's no red, no iron on this. Is it even from Karoi? Or is it from Dreamland? That's wicked. And this one absolutely takes the cake. If quartz was into cake, this red hematoid will be all over the cake. That is stunning. Oh, please let the last one be good. Oh, and it is. Look at the white phantom there, man. This is an exceptional flat of red hematoids. Oh, yes, please. Look at that. Wonderful stuff. 1.76 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. They're going to cost $58. This is a winner. Flat 154. On to some rhodonite eggs. These are from Madagascar. That's a lot of spessartine or orange garnet in the mix. Weighing 1.63 kilograms. These 6 little red to dark pink and black eggs. It's a nice, reasonably light pink, but light on the manganese. Nice patterns. Nice eggs, man. 1.63 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. They are going to cost $56. This is flat number 306. And on to some, wow, it's practically 7 little orthoclase specimens adorned with some agerine and smoky quartz from Somba. It's rather pretty. Lovely orthoclase habit. Smoky quartz also very nice and clean. Agerine in the mix. I reckon this has got zircon. Beautiful pattern. Oh man. Oh. I love Zomba so much. There's so much going on in every one of them. Orthoclase on orthoclase. And there's beautiful dark tipped smoky quartz on top of the orthoclase. weighing 9.25 kilograms, I'm going to look for zircon. Right, zircon, where are you? A little bit over there, not too much. What was that? Whoa, hello. That's nice. No, that's not too bad either. There's always got to be one, doesn't there? Yeah, a couple of winners in here, but mostly this one. 7 orthoclase and friends clusters weighing 925 grams, rated very good to A grade. They're going to cost a whopping $30. This is flat 528. On to, hey, my old friend Blue Labradorite 2 standing freeforms, and that's got some excellent flash, Labrador essence, personality, character, yes, all of the above. 2 standing freeforms weighing 1.67 kilos. They are both rated as A grade. There we go, and you can see why. Nice. They're going to cost $51. That is flat 239. On to some more Zomba. It's smoky quartz crystals, all 35 of them, of various degrees of quality. Yes, there's all kinds of drama in some of them. Funny little habits. Some thin skinnies with azurine inclusions, dark tips. This one, oh, that's a beautiful double termination, included with the azurine. That's very nice. 35. Let's just scan over there. That's a beautiful flat. You might call me biased though. I do like these. Weighing 1.446 kilograms, rated good to A grade. These 35 are going to cost $37. This is flat 524. On to some black tourmaline and feldspar. It is 12 little. It is the type that shines, the lustrous black tourmaline shell. They are beautiful. This is the only one that it's a bit more of the fibrous termination, not so much the lustry one. But mostly they are. There's the runt of the litter. Other than that, they are wicked good. They're rated as very good to A grade, weighing 930 grams. I suspect there might very well be highlight opal in here as well. Right, not a vehement amount. There are 3 off the cuff little fellas with highlight opal. And that's all right. And friends. A little bit there as well. 930 grams worth of black tourmaline. 2.5 with highlight opal is $47. This is flat 79. Onto some sunset calcite. This is from Kleine Spitzkoppen, same place that brings us the, well, sky blue calcite, except this one's orange. Geez, just off the cuff, they all look mostly A grade. Beautiful rhombohedral structure. They weigh 2.01 kilograms. They're going to cost $38. This is flat 465. Onto some Priska Magic. This is Tiger Eye from the Northern Cape, and it's the best venue or location for Tiger's Eye. If you like chatoyant, crystallized chrysotile with beautiful rich veins of hematite, then this is just a flat for you. This one here, that's probably only very good. That's A grade. Beautiful polish as well. Loads of hematite. Just look at that beautiful chatoyancy. Yeah, probably rated as very good. Oh, a lot of hematite. Weighing 1.34 kilos, rated very good to A grade. It's probably 5 A's and 1 very good. It's going to cost $31 only, flat 544. And then earlier I said there was a flat of the day. Well, I lied. This is the flat of that day. Look at the foytite. Look at it. That is a beautiful dark blue hue, or dark gunmetal blue hue of foytite, or fluorofoytite. Cheeky little crystal over there in this what looks like a bit of gunkiness. That's highlight opal, my friends. Is a beautiful specimen. It's one of 4, the other large one. Similar vein. There's a highlight opal on there as well. Right on, beautifully well formed feldspar. And then the real business begins. The rock pawn. Look at that foytite. Look at that foytite and this silicated highlight opal. So we had one larger specimen not long ago that had a similar kind of cauliflower habit for the highlight opal. This is similar, and it also comes with fluorite. Look at that. Not only do you get highlight opal, fluorite and fluorite all in the same crystal. It is bloody marvelous, but it'll only be undone by this fellow here. That is wicked. There are rarities and then there are collectibles. That's a collectible. This is a collectible. In fact, they're all bloody collectibles. Grab this flat, man. Whoever gets this flat, happy days. Weighing 560 grams. Rated very good to AA grade. It's going to be $65 for flat 552. On to some Mendingi Mine malachite on, well, what seems to be like a reasonably limonite druzy. There you go, malachite stretching all the way around and joined by a larger friend. Also, same kind of a limonite that's given way to goethite over here. One problem with this, there's a little crack that runs down the line there. I don't know if that's natural or not. Iffy whiffy. Weighing 1.31 kilograms, rated very good only. They are going to cost $73. This is flat 663. Then highlight opal, black tourmaline and smoky quartz, 2 large clusters, and this is absolutely ridiculously attractive. Look at the fibrous termination of the reasonably large black tourmaline, and it's covered in highlight opal. Fair enough, a fair amount of red hematoid quartz, really, in amongst the additional smokiness of that radioactive highlight opal. That is wonderful. It's not alone. It's joined by this little fella here. You can see it's the same deposit, but this one has an additional sprinkling of yellow vermiculite. Very nice. More black tourmaline. 3 large smoky crystals in a sea of highlight opal. And just for effect, I'll show you. There we go. 2 absolute glorious highlight opal specimens. No shortage of excitement there. These 2 beauties weigh all of 1.71 kilograms, rated very good to A grade. They're going to cost $87. This is flat 556. Onto some Bucano took 35 crystals, mild lilac, nice little bit of iron red there, but mostly just a fair amount of limonite, breaking that, light lilac. Fairy quartz, spirit quartz, there are 35 in here, rated as all as A grade. All A grade. 1.27 kilograms. This should be around the $60 mark, and it is. It's $63 for flat 799. Then, resin coated purpurite. This is a manganese heavy purpurite that used to be confused with cobalt bloom in Canada, and to really bring out that nice velvety metallic sheen that purpurite does have, it gets a little resin coating, which is, to be honest, rather amateurish, but we are getting it right. The guys in Namibia do try their best, but look at that. That is still pretty darn stunning. That is a vivid velvety purple. Rated is very good to A grade. These three weigh 1.29 kilograms, and 1.29 kilograms of purpurite and resin is going to cost $63. This is flat 481. Then, quite on purpose, we've got some naturally cobbed purpurite right next to it, and there you go. There's the natural sheen. It's you can see the natural kind of purpurite, such as this large one here. It's got a lot of dark heterosite. That is a lot of iron mixing it up with the manganese heavy purpurite. And that heterosite is what makes polishing purpurite so exceptionally hard. These 4 specimens, cobbed, are rated as good to A grade. They weigh 2.26 kilograms. Some with an absolutely exceptional natural metallic sheen, but there you go. Manganese and iron all wrapped into one rather attractive purple stone. They're going to cost $29. This is flat 777. Onto some Malagasy. We got ourselves, alright, septari hearts, all 6 of them. Lots of aragonite and calcite, all wrapped up into, 6 hearts. That's quite nice. That's pretty. Rated is good, very good to A grade. I haven't seen anything too bad as of yet. Some patch jobs over there. That's A grade, no doubtski aboutski. That's pretty ordinary. Weighing 1.62 kilograms, these 6 hearts are going to set you back at $40. It's flat 173. Then, on to some etched blue chalcedony. As my friend Henk says, little bits of blue chalcedony coral, because they look a lot like coral. These are only rated, they're rated very good to A grade. Here we go, some nice vug and crystal behavior. That's quite heavy. A little bit of hints of amethyst in the quartz there. That's very nice. There we go, blue coral. Okay, that is definitively agate. You can see the banding. If there's banding, that means it's agate. Little antimony there as well. Weighing all of 1.12 kilograms, these 12 little blue coral blue chalcedonies, they're going to cost $47. It's flat 554. Then, we haven't had enough. Limonite, no siree. Let's have a look at these two. That's beautiful. Little geode vug there, and the crystals are super clean and clear. And super duper limonite. Not much else around the sides. Have a look at this. This is dark, and I need some light for this beastie. Tell me that isn't beautiful. Same specks of hematite also. on the surface there, darkening into goethite. That is spectacular. Oops, sorry, I wasn't looking at my screen. I was just looking at the crystal. I was crystal gazing, sorry. Two beautiful limonite specimens from Solwezi. They weigh 1.76 kilograms. They are both rated as A grade. They are going to cost all of $51. This is flat 866. Then onto a large rubellite pink tourmaline and a beautiful sparkly shiny lepidolite. It's a big specimen with big tourmaline crystals in schist. Look at those big crystals, man. They are beautiful. But there's also not the only side to it, because look at that. That's pretty decent. I have one concern, is there's a little crack there. It seems stable enough. Weighing all of 3.58 kilograms, rated as very good only. This little beastie is going to be $91. It is, well, oh, just look at that. That is a superb crystal there. And that little line there puzzles me and tickles me. Anyway, $91. This is flat 536. Then on to a raven, leopard stone raven to be exact. Is it a raven or is it a crow? Can't tell because, well, it's made from leopard stone. That's a verdite. Well, I can't say verdite. It's a iron-rich zoisite with a biotite. That's the black bits. It's a beady eyes looking upon. And I'm just wondering about this tail. Seems normal enough, or purposeful enough. Rated as very good only. It weighs 1.57 kilograms. It comes with beady eyes included. $65 for flat 251. Then on to let's have a look at this. Beautiful polished blue lace agate freeform. It has a portal to the other side, which happens to be the table, which in itself is unremarkable, but I can point it in Kara's direction, and it has a portal to Kara. If I just aim the blue lace correctly. No, I can't do it. Anyway, it's a beauty. It's probably rated very good to A grade. It weighs all of 1.63 kilograms and it's rated A grade. $80 for this beauty. It's flat 632. And the last item for today is this gorgeous, very good rated dioptase specimen from the Congo. Let's see, why is it very good and not A grade? Because, there's some nice large crystals. There's a little bit of scuffing. It's a big one for a dioptase specimen. It's got beautiful coverage on both sides. Yeah, very good. 2.36 kilograms worth of very good Congolese dioptase. It is rather spectacular. It is going to cost $563. This is flat 102. Right, guys, that is it for today. Thank you for joining us. On Thursday, hold your breath. I most certainly am. RJ and Nick are going to play hosty host to the live sale, and we'll be monitoring nervously in the side wings. But it's bound to be interesting, it's bound to be entertaining, it's bound to be educational, and you are bound to see stuff that you want. No Tabita, they're in Madagascar, so whatever you choose there will have to be shipped from there, so there might be some time involved with that. But it will be a fantastic opportunity to get some. If you are in the market for a larger specimen, that would be the time for it. So until then, happy days. See ya.